Today's video sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends, one of the biggest mobile role-playing games of 2019.
What are you doing?
Listen, I'm just practicing in case we do get a sponsor, so that way, you know, we've oiled up, okay? This is our little demo reel.
I don't know. I don't get this bit.
You don't get this bit?
You've sprung it on me.
Oh, I sprung it on you. That's okay. We'll start another bit. Do you not get those all the time on YouTube? That's like the meme thing. They sponsor anybody. They're sluts.
Oh, I've never heard them. What are they? Raid
Shadow Legends.
What is it?
It's like a mobile game.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you played it?
No, that's the thing. It's a bad video game, but like
Oh.
they pay so much and they sponsor anybody.
Okay, well, let's just say they're great in case they sponsor us then. But buy them. Is that how it works?
Buy them.
Buy them.
Buy them.
Go buy them.
Buy them.
And sponsor us.
Do you want another opening? We can do another opening.
It threw me because I wasn't sure if you were being for real or not, and I was like, "Have we got a sponsor? And what the fuck is this?"
You were like, money. I'm like,
I was
no.
you got me a little excited. I was just like, "What's a little bit of sugar money? A little bit of money on the side? What's that?" But you ripped that away from me.
No, rip that away for you. No,
Yeah.
there's no money.
It's a shame. It'd be so rogue for them to sponsor the one episode of Barbie, which is just like, what's the crossover demo?
We've got there's a big pull here.
My name's Carl. It works. My name's Carl.
My name's Oscar.
And this is Who Would Watch This? Oh, I'm an absolute fucking come down from the shit you've just pulled.
Oh yeah, no. Hey, you want some money? Guess what? There's none. There's none.
The
There's
highs and lows.
No.
One day we'll have Rolex. You want a nice Rolex? This one's every month you get a new Rolex.
Is that the dream? Not even owning a Rolex, just being sponsoring Rolex.
Oh, for sure. Like, and especially
everyone loves pawning off Rolexes. That's the real success of a person. Just trying to sell cheap Rolexes.
to be like sponsored by the shop in Uncut Gems. That's what you want.
That's your peak.
That's your peak.
That's your peak.
Yeah. Or to be sponsored by like Fabergé eggs.
Oh yeah, we got.
Keep them safe.
We got the contract.
There's only 40 of them.
Keep them safe, and whatever you do not let a bunch of guys, try and break in and steal it. They always succeed. It's so easy.
Get your first Fabergé egg discounted 10% when you put in Oscar and Carl Fabergé as the code.
Welcome to Who Would Watch This, the podcast where we watch a film, chat about the film, and then try and figure out who would watch this.
Today we are doing Barbie, Princess and the Pauper.
Barbie as Princess and the Pauper.
I look at it, whatever. 75% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 6.9 on IMDb, and a 3.9 on Letterboxd. Oscar, what's the plot?
Inspired by Mark Twain's...
Rolling in his grave, no doubt.
This is weird, but fascinating novel. That's an odd way to say. Anyway,
it's fascinating though. You ever tried to read it?
That's fascinating.
It's fascinating.
Princess Annalise finds an unexpected friendship when she meets her humble lookalike Erica. Will the Princess and the Pauper thwart the plans of the Queen's scheming advisor, Premature?
Wow, huge. What a hook.
That is a hook. I've never felt... That felt very personal, that bio. That didn't feel like someone that's written... That was like a fan's gone... You hooked? Come on.
It feels weird that they've highlighted the Mark Twain original novels fascinating, and yet this film is not. They've not used such a descriptor.
It absorbed it all. It took it all the fascinating parts of it, and they couldn't replicate it because that's fascinating.
I like to think they took nothing from that book, except in the Mark Twain original novel, there was indeed a cat that was a dog. That's all I would like to imagine's in that book.
That's why it's so fascinating. What the hell's that cat doing?
What a choice!
Yeah.
Name an award after him and give one away every year.
Carl, but before we jump straight in, should we go back to last week before we'd watch the film to try and see who we thought would watch it?
We should. I was a happier boy back then. Just life was better pre this film.
Carl, we've got a crazy. We've had a couple of emails. The consistent one though is one, how dare you not love Barbie, and two, boys, you fucked up. You gotta check. That Barbie and the what was it?
Barbie as Rapunzel.
Yeah, that shit. Okay, you gotta go for the top tier cabinet shelf. Barbie,
the caviar of Barbie, if you will.
Little fish eggs. That's what this is.
I don't believe it.
Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper. Carl, have you seen this one?
No. No, I haven't. Frankly, I don't want to. The fact that we got so many emails in that were like, review this one, do this one. No. Like, it's so frustrating. The listeners are lucky. There is a very relevant Barbie movie coming out that will probably help this one.
You can say you just did it to be synergy, but no, you're clamoring to get back in this Barbie universe, huh? You're clamoring.
It doesn't feel like a safe place. That's what it feels harsh.
Oh, it's jagged. All the
reality.
CGI, it seems like a nightmare. If you were stuck in this CGI world where it's just like this weird mountain and then a kind of detailed castle, but the rest is just like the back of a video game, and it's scary, and no one's happy.
It looks like Minecraft, or at least that original one did. Is this before or after the Rapunzel one?
This
in
is
release date.
Crazy. Same year, they squirted them out.
Oh, same year? I was really hoping the animation would be better. I was really hoping they were like, this one's from last year and it's great. So, sure. Who's it going to be for? The listeners. Both this episode and the movie, nothing's for me anymore.
What do you think about this film that has like encompassed somehow all the listeners of this podcast? Like why have people stumbled onto this like podcast and they've all collectively gone, do we all love that movie?
It's also
like, what do we invite? that's the vibe.
It's weird too, because it's not like we're the core. I guess you're the demographic for it. I'm not. Well, have you seen this one?
No, I haven't.
Oh, really? I thought you had seen this one.
No, I haven't seen this one.
Right,
It was
but you
Swan
had
Lake.
seen Rapunzel?
I'd seen Rapunzel and Swan Lake,
Don't
baby.
shuckers at me.
Shuckers.
Stop shuckersing when you say
Swan
that.
Lake, huh? Shuckers to Barbie.
Stop it. Absolutely stop it. I've had more than enough of you already. I'm not keen for this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to fucking sit for these again.
So far you've got the loser people that listen to this podcast are the watchers for this
Our
one.
beautiful listeners. I would never say ill of our beautiful listeners, but I do think it's harsh that they're making me return to Barbie. I will go in open-minded. Like, I would love to love it. I would love to be wrong. I love being wrong. Being wrong's the best thing ever. I don't think I'm going to be wrong. I think I'm going to hate it. So, yeah, I guess it's for if you grew up with it. There's no way you would watch this now and be like, that movie slaps. So, I mean,
we'll find out next week. I think this guy's going to have that exact statement.
We'll see. I might come in and just be like, guys, everything's better now.
Guys, I'm gonna defend that. Who would watch this? Carl. That's right. That's it. It's Carl.
So confident.
So confident.
This is the one you'll love.
We'll leave it on a cliffhanger. Next week, I was right.
Somebody said it was God tier.
Yeah, God tier.
My expectations are very high.
You've seen, okay, Criterion have just, like, they can't even get their hands on it. It's that God tier.
Yeah, we'll be watching this on Mubi next week.
No, Tubi. Carl Barbie as the princess and the pauper. Wowee. You seem tired. You seem a bit...
God tier? I really fucking held on to it, to be honest, because we got a great email from somebody, and I went, I respect this person.
Yeah. I think it was Zoe. She's done a bunch of other films. Great.
Yeah,
great
I think
list.
Zoe asked for the
Sydney
the,
White.
Yeah, Sydney
Yes.
White one. Great pick.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, has she done a double? Has she nailed it? No! Hated it! I will say this. I'll flat out say it up front. It's better than the Rapunzel one.
Oh yeah, no. Rapunzel had nostalgia for me. This one I was going in blind. There are parts of this I fucking despise, and then there's other parts I'm like, you know what? I see why people are like, this shit is cunt.
When I was watching it, I'll throw out, I did not know this was a musical.
I didn't know either.
Because I don't think was Rapunzel a musical? Might have had a song.
I think it had a song, but even then, it was like, yeah, no, nothing. This is the Les Mis.
This one doesn't shut up. Doesn't stop singing. I was like, stop singing
and it gives
me.
some dreadful people songs. They're like, all right, 2 for Barbie, and the rest of the freaky animals get a song each.
Oh my god, there's one where it's just like, and it would just annoy me what triggers a song. It'd be like the weirdest thing it would be like, they step on a twig and they're like, oh, that twig has snapped, and a song we shall have. Like, it was so just irritating. But What? Here we are.
Here we are.
So I don't know what you want from me.
We're gonna jump straight in.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, sure. We can jump straight into it. 2 girls are born.
Little butterflies, intertwine them. Will be a motif that does not come back. We've got Annalise. She is the rich princess. She's living it up, silver spoon in her mouth, thriving. We've also got Erica, the poor piece of shit, who's a seamstress. I think this is going to run through this film.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. I don't know what the original message of The Princess and the Pauper is. Maybe it's like, hey...
this.
Oh, it's this.
Straight out, I assume everything you've said right now is ripped from Mark Twain.
Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, fascinating.
Erica, yeah, it's a fascinating film, Barbie. Fascinating.
I don't know what the vibe is. I don't know what their message is, but is their message like, hey, rich and poor, we're all equal? Because I'm not sure if I'm... Anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I definitely greatly dislike one of these.
We'll find out. Guess what? If we get money, if someone pays us for the podcast, we'll start hitting on the poor. But until then, the rich we're coming for the rich.
I know. We got a lot of info. The gold in the mine's running out.
Yes.
The mum is poor and
Yes.
needs to sell off her daughter to a nearby prince.
Yes, I don't know how the economy works, but I feel like if you run out of gold, what happened to all the gold they already had?
Oh no.
What, like, were they just throwing away the coins once they used it?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Why is there no circulation of
There's
their
no
gold?
circulation.
I will also say their mine is not that deep. So they have not mined all the gold.
Oh, no.
They've just sort of given up a little.
Listen, they need to get into fracking, was what I'm saying. They really need to develop those skills. I feel like they've got some magic or something. Get fracking and get some gold. You won't have to marry off your daughter. But she immediately goes, well, I better sell my daughter.
I mean, do they not? Why don't just get more miners? We never see a miner. Like,
No.
their town is empty. I don't know why they're poor. It looks like 7 people live in the town.
I think that's an animation restraint
No,
rather than
I'm taking it at face value.
Sorry,
When they go into the castle, it says population 7.
This is the Mark Twain novel. You couldn't take it away.
And then imagine still having a poverty line at 7. They're like, these 2 people are rich, the other 5 people poor.
It's great to have a king and queen of a population of 7.
I know, it's like if my family just decided 2 of them would be king and queen and the rest of us are poor. I mean, I'm the poor one, but still. Oh God, I don't even know where to keep going.
Let's just get into
They say, look, this trusted advisor, who is he?
Primoger.
They literally go, Primoger's out on his own journey. And I was like, that right there is a villain. Like, just his photograph up on the wall. I was like, that's the most villainous villain photo I've ever seen.
They've nailed it. He's like in like a wig and his face is just scary. And Martin Short plays him. I think every film he's done, we've done him on the podcast like 4 times. He commits
he's
to
amazing.
every role. And I think in this one especially, he nails it.
He does nail it. I'm going to say it right now. Queer icon.
Oh, an absolute.
What's his name again?
Primoger.
Primoger is just gold class queer icon.
Oh, yeah. And
Empowered.
Oh, yeah.
I'm empowered.
Looking in the mirror like, yes, Primoger.
Primoger knows what's up. Him and his fucking poodle. It's like, yes.
Oh, his poodle is nuts. The fact that when the poodle opened his mouth and had like an Italian voice, like
God.
a gangster.
And a gold tooth.
Oh, what the heck? He was like, hey, how you doing, boys? You're gonna get yourself. I was like, every time that poodle opened his mouth, I screamed.
That poodle's midway between West Side Story and The Departed.
Yeah.
And it's like, what has this poodle been through?
Oh, he was about to say the F slur and just like beat up Marky Mark.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, I'm shocked this poodle has not been snapped up for a Martin Scorsese film. I assume this poodle will be in Killers of the Flower Moon and turn a great performance.
Oh, absolutely stunning, honestly. Now, okay, so we've got the 2 princesses. We've got Erica and Annalise, the pauper and the princess.
Yeah.
We've got Primoger.
Yeah.
He's the villain.
We got the mum.
We've got the mum.
How are her glasses staying on her face?
I don't know. I assume they're glued on because her nose it would slip off.
Her nose is very sunken and the glasses sit there, but I don't know how she'd be able to see through them.
Oh, no.
Like, she'd have to put her face up like this.
I think it's kind of like a rich thing back in those days. You didn't have to wear glasses. It was kind of like a monocle. Like, no one's using a monocle for its intended purpose.
I think she's going through something, like either early onset dementia or Alzheimer's or something like that, and somebody's just taking advantage and going, hey, I'll give you these shitty glasses if you give me all your gold. And she's gone, deal.
I like to... It's a deal of a lifetime. I like to imagine there was like a little moustache on them beforehand, and they kind of fell off. Like, she had that disguise-esque going. But yeah, no, she got swindle of her gold.
Oh, absolutely. I think potentially the secret plot of this movie is a queen too noble to announce that she has been swindled out of the palace's money.
And immediately as her first response is, I've got to sell my daughter. That is my only thing I can do.
What is with rich people? 1, having a terrible advisor, and 2, selling their daughter at a moment's notice. They're always so happy to give up a child.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. She's like, fuck it, I don't even need it. Apparently there's a kingdom over there. I'm just gonna send her off, and they'll give me gold. I don't give a shit. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what happened. Now, who else we got? We've also got the pauper and the princess. Each have a cat. The princess one is pampered, and the Ericas, the paupers, is a cat that's a dog.
Oh my god, what a choice. This was, I will tell you right now, the cat dog cat, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, what was the name of the character?
Wolfie. It's crazy you haven't written these down in detail. Got a little mind map going in my mind.
Your mind is clogged. It's my mind clear as anything. Forgetting the movie as we go along, honestly. As soon as we say something, my mind erases it.
That's crazy, because I got the other cat's name in my mind. Bang.
What's the other one called?
Serafina.
Ugh,
bad name.
Awful name. Anyway, Wolfie is amazing. What a creation. I would buy a doll of Wolfie. I'll say that right now. Maybe I am coming around on the movie. Who knows? Wolfie's Wolfie's
parts
such
of the
a
movie.
choice.
There's parts of the movie that I'm like, that was a brave choice, and it's paid off for you. And then there's a lot of other choices that have not paid off.
Absolutely. But here's the thing: for every choice that doesn't pay off, there are another 5 choices that then don't pay off either. But then for those 6 collectively, half a choice pays off. And then for every half, an additional 12 don't.
But my god, once you get to that eighth,
it's all downhill from there.
It's all downhill from there. It's an absolute mess. Now, here's our characters, okay? We pretty much got, the queen's gone, shit, I'm poor. Okay, I'm going to sell you off. And Annalise's issues, her arc is pretty much like, I really want freedom. She has money, but she doesn't really have freedom because she's sold off for money. I think Erica's issues are a lot more substantial.
Which one's Erica?
Erica's the poor one, the poor.
But the poor one's the one that wants freedom.
They both want freedom, but one has a lot of money, one doesn't have a lot of money.
Right,
and
okay.
they're like, well, we're both in the same boat. I'm like, well, I don't know. Getting married and still having coin is a different thing.
Yeah, like the other one,
has to work.
I feel
is in
awful
debt.
for Erica because she's paying off a debt that has interest.
Has interest and not hers. Her mum and dad, I assume dead, have been like, can you look after our daughter?
Oh, did you assume that? I just assumed that was the mum.
Oh, no.
And it was a bad setup. Just be like, the mum's like, you're making dresses and you're paying me off in interest. Like, oh god, mum, why?
That was the mum's name. It's like Miss Carp or something.
What a reveal that would be if her mum and dad were still alive.
Oh, and she'd been paying off a debt that was not hers.
Yeah,
She's
that was not hers.
You gotta pay off this home loan, honey. This student debt's not gonna pay off. And don't they leave if you die? No, they're for life. They pass. It's generational debt.
Yeah, just run away.
Yeah.
You know? Erica at one stage announces she only has one dress, even though she's a seamstress. How disgusting must that dress be?
Oh, tattered.
She wears that day in, day out.
The problem is, once it finally gets destroyed, she's like, I can fix that. So it's just like a cobbled together dress that's just been stitched together. Hideous.
Oh, awful. It would look great at the Met, though.
Oh, stunning.
Honestly.
How avant-garde, huh?
I know. Timothy Chalamet wearing this at the Met.
Oh.
Damn.
Clicks with Timothy, huh?
I hope he wears this all through Dune Part 2.
Now, here's the thing, Carl. This gold wasn't... They haven't run out of gold. Get this. Where's Primoger been? He's been down the mine with his 2 oafs. I don't know their names, but I love these oafs.
You don't know these names?
I don't know. Do you know the names of the oafs?
No, of course not.
Oh, that's crazy. I just wrote down 2 oafs, but they're 2 oafs.
God,
and
they're
oafish.
oafish. One's more oafish than the other.
Like most oafs, there's a hierarchy of oafs.
Oh, absolutely. And there's one that's so specifically oafish that solves the problem of the movie minutes into this movie.
Oh yeah.
He's like, this ball is nothing. Throws it over there. Cracks open. What is it? Crystal.
Crystal.
Remember that.
Remember that.
For the end of the movie. Because somebody's going to put it back together, I guess. I don't know who.
That's money. I don't know.
I don't know.
Either way, listen, I don't think we're good at impressions. We're great at impressions. I'm going to now try and do the impression of the Oaf, and I think I've nailed it. But more on the fact that I can do a bad English accent.
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing? I think that's literally him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were just doing your regular voice, weren't you?
That hurts. That hurts. Okay, moving on. Annalise has a little friend called Julian. Okay?
What? Who's this?
He's the other boy.
Oh my god, there's so many characters.
There's so many characters.
There's so many goddamn. This is a sprawling epic.
It was a Game of Thrones-esque.
Yeah, it's Game of Thrones-esque in comparison to Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Also, you know what threw me? You know what I was ready for? Was a framing device of, I'm gonna tell my daughter a story again. Where was that, huh?
No, they dropped that. That shit's old. That's happening.
Did they not do that again?
No, they do it for two of them. Three of them, I think. Swan Lake and another one.
Oh, God.
This shit, they were like, fuck that as like a narrative device. We're going straight hog in with 10 minutes of narration. So I don't know why they were like...
That narrator never comes back.
Oh, no, never.
Actually, maybe they do come back.
Right at the end, like...
Yeah, right at the end.
Wasn't that good, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Mark
Didn't we
Twain
have
loved
fun?
that. Julian's Annalise's like servant boy.
Yeah. She's so insensitive to him.
Oh, awful. He's like, hey, you've got a lot of money. I mean, it's a shame you have getting married off. And she's like, why don't you just buy a house and get out of here? And he's like, I work for gold, but that's all out. So at the moment, I'm kind of on commish.
Oh, I loved when she was like, oh, take me to your house. And he's like, I have not got one. I have a room. She's like, oh.
God.
Oh, God.
Anyway, my issues are still much larger than yours. I can't stress that.
You can tell that this princess does not like going into town.
Oh, no.
They say that it's like, she's using the fact that she's rich as an excuse, but she herself is making a decision to not go to town all the time.
Oh, no. She puts a cape on. She's like, God, I am not stepping on the ground. There's shit everywhere. It's still like a 90... For some reason, they've like animated the horse shit everywhere.
Yeah.
They were very... Like, Mark Twain was very specific about that as a detail. That has to be in the Barbie
People
movie.
forget Mark Twain did this screenplay.
Yeah.
So it's not just the book,
No.
but he adapted it into this too.
Oh, exactly. And wrote all the songs. Carl, have we missed a song yet? Because I feel like the songs... There's a song.
There's so many It shocked me how many songs there were.
Yeah.
I was so annoyed because the Letterboxd bio says in her first animated musical featuring 7 original songs. Fuck off. There's 40 to 50 songs.
Oh.
They don't shut up. They don't shut up singing. We already talked about this, but I'm sick of it. Having said that, some of the songs are great.
Some of the songs are fantastic. I feel like we're setting up the boundaries of what the plot is going to be.
No, I think we're in a free-for-all.
Oh, a free-for-all?
An absolute free-for-all.
Here's the sort of... This is the jumping off point. Annalise and Erica meet in the town square.
Yeah, so Annalise hears Erica singing.
Yes.
She gives her, I don't know, like a pittance.
Oh yeah, she gives like seeds.
Yeah.
She's like, that's money for you, right?
She throws them at her and the birds attack Erica and she is killed then and there and the film progresses. No, she pops a little bit of silver into a raggedy cup. Like, the animator really took a lot of care in making this cup look poor.
It is the raggediest cup you've ever seen.
Such a raggedy cup. I'm convinced in this scene alone, this is... Actually, no, never mind. When did this come out?
2004.
Ugh, alright, this is ripped off the bird lady from Home Alone 2. That's what this scene was giving me.
It was very raggedy, and I feel like that scene is very raggedy as well.
It was very raggedy. And then you sort of get the shock that they both afford the same cloak.
Yeah, I mean, I think they go, hey, she makes these. I'm like, yeah, you make them, but like, I could work at like a car factory, and I don't have like an Aston Martin. So
You just have a well-running car.
Hear me out. I just think Miss Carp, even though she's maybe framed as the villain, I think she's been slack, and I think she's been giving her handouts when she shouldn't be.
Absolutely.
I think Erica should be living out of this one dress and making it good.
I reckon Erica's has been given that.
Yeah.
But through like an afterpay scheme.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the interest.
She's racked up so much afterpay. And like, what's it called? Annalise also has afterpay, but just for the sales. She does it like, oh, I've got so much debt. Erica is surviving on it. She's like afterpaying like a coffee,
Oh,
It's
God.
grim.
I saw a lot of myself in Erica. I won't lie. I myself know a carp, and I myself am in heavy debt.
That's what makes it relatable.
Oh.
What does Annalise have to offer, huh?
So-
A castle? Only I have that.
I know. Actually, well, don't go and tell the story about how you were almost sold off as a child.
Well. It was, I blocked it from my memory. So,
This is regressive.
yeah. It was progressive, now it's regressive.
It is regressive.
Wow.
We're not going to unpack. Put it back in.
Put it back in.
Yeah, so they meet, they've got the same cloak. They both go, you look like me, and I
Yes.
look like you. Now, I was not paying attention at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was making a coffee.
Yeah.
So I was under the impression they were sisters, but they're not. They just look alike.
They just look alike.
So what happened to Erica's mum and dad?
Again, like a fire, and we saw it on screen.
Did Carp set the fire?
No. Now, okay, you've actually, are they sisters?
Well, I just was like, it makes. They were like, I think they were born separately or something, but I don't know. Like, is the dad?
I assume
Had
those
sex with
butterflies.
you.
Maybe the dad was a slut. We don't know. That's a big. That could be the answer.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the fact that they look identical.
Here's the thing: they look identical, but then again, I feel like anyone in this movie kind of looks identical, unless they're like a villain, unless they're kind of like old
Or an oaf.
Yeah, or the oaf.
Yeah.
but if they're just like an average. Like all the men look the same. Like I feel sure the men could do a Princess and the Pauper thing.
Oh, absolutely. You could swap those guys.
Yeah.
And I assume that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Huh? Sort of keep their lives interesting.
Oh yeah, no. When they were like getting married at the same time, like those guys are gonna start making out. It's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be stale in like a couple of months. But those 3 months, good stuff.
I know. If they started making out, I know which character would have liked it. Which one's Martin Short?
Primoger.
Primoger would have loved it. What a difficult name to remember.
It's
Who's
so
called
hard.
Primoger?
Let's talk about Primoger because, again, I've done about 4 pages of notes and I was like, fuck, what is his name? Because I kind of knew it started with a P. Anyway, what's his vibe? Because they've actually encapsulated such a character.
They have.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe Martin Short just improv'd and they were like, we'll animate around your improvisation.
Yeah.
Like, his song in the mines is flat out just nonsense. Just.
It's crazy. He's just sort of going, and there's a rock, and there's a hat, and they're like, get him a
And they're
paycheck.
like sauntering.
Oh,
They
the
they prance a little.
The oafs are bopping to that shit, and it's great.
The oafs are like, it's almost like the oafs payment is a song.
Oh, yeah.
Like they've gotten a raw deal where they're like, you work for me 9 hours a day and you get a little jig at the end of it and I'm going to improv it, Like I'll just act out a little bit of whose line is it anyway in front of you. And that's your payment for the day for
They're
being
so
in these
oafish.
mines.
They've been like, we moved 12 metric tons of gold and you're paying us with a jig? Fucking, you're scamming us. We're scamming you.
He's like, damn straight. Gold is a thing we keep. Saunter over here and put it in my steep.
It's weird they got Martin Short for this because all the rest of the cast is just like, bog standard.
Oh, well, they always get a heavyweight. Because didn't the Rapunzel one had somebody famous?
Had Marky Mark, yeah.
I love that's your go-to celebrity.
Oh, that's all I've got. That's the only story I know. I've just learned about this Martin Short fella. Now I've got 2 M's in my catalogue.
It might have been like Angelica Houston or somebody like that was
Yeah.
the villain, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So they definitely have enough money to go, we'll get one.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me that it is Mattel Productions who are doing the new Barbie. So I don't know who came in and was like, enough of this. We're going to
get our tour.
we're going to get like Greta Gerwig and like the best actors and make an amazing movie for you.
I wish.
We have not seen it.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's great yet.
It could
we
be,
hope.
It could be as good as this, though. So Primoger's like, hey, I stole the gold so I could become king and marry Annalise. Now the queen's like, why the fuck would I marry off Primoger? He's a freak. I'm just going to sell her off to some kingdom. Primoger's like, fuck, okay, I need a kidnap. Oafs ascend.
So the oafs kidnap.
Yes.
They do an adequate job, I guess.
Well, they steal the cat, Serafina.
This was Serafina was like, I can't remember what the line is. I don't know if I have it like written down, but it's just like, I'm quick on my feet. Nothing's better than me. And I'm like, that's a mouse on a line.
You
idiots.
It's reading from like cue cards
It
on
is,
the side.
yeah.
Anyway, they steal the cat and they go, great, let's steal the princess. They go, look what cat we've got. And then they steal the princess, take her
true.
to a cabin.
They bait the bait, and then they bait her with the baited bait.
It's kind of like a Club Penguin thing, catch a fish to catch a bigger fish.
Huge.
Yeah.
What a reference.
Someone's absolutely loving that
Yeah,
reference.
yeah, they are. If you liked that reference, email us at www.tpodcast@gmail.com.
Damn, you said that was spank.
I know. Also, it wasn't it. It's ask, isn't it? God damn. I never know the freaking email. Oh.
Anyway, they're like, shit, our princess has been kidnapped. I'm pretty sure Julian's like, it's either like fraud or Primoger wins. I'm gonna commit fraud.
It's crazy. It's so funny. Primoger's just like, she's been kidnapped. Or, sorry, no, she ran away. I think that's the thing. And he sees through it immediately. It's like, especially because he goes, oh, she left. And he's like, why are you laughing?
He's like,
why so maniacal?
She left a suicide note. Look, smell it. It smells like rose. He's like, she smelled like lilac. What's going on here? Julian, I don't know where Julian's coming from. Why has he been sniffing Annalise's shit? He knows a scent like that. It's like, I know a smell of a suicide note like that.
I would have loved a flashback to her just rolling around in lilac, like a dog in the mud.
Or like a cat and dog in the mud.
Oh yeah, like a cat dog in the mud. Just wow. Wow.
Anyway, Julian gets probably the boringest song of the whole thing. I skipped it all. There goes, I need to get Erica.
Yeah, I think we brushed over like one of the best songs, which is when they're learning about each other's lives.
Oh,
like the Princess and the
yes.
Pauper. I loved it.
That's a TikTok song.
Because-
you heard it? You're just like me. You're just like me. I'm just like you. I'm just like you.
Okay,
Crazy people. Crazy TikTok was like, this film's so big, it needs to be a sound that and everyone ran with it.
Huge. I don't think it should be, but I love when they're like, how are you so good at making dresses? And she goes, well, I lay it down, turn it around, and now it's a gown. And I was like, well, no, the person in the corner's doing a lot of fucking work.
Oh yeah, the sewing machine's doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah,
You're
they
flipping.
are. Because it's clearly not easy to do. We'll find that out later when the princess tries to do it and makes a haggard dress. Just ghastly.
So Erica rocks up. Again, her life's pretty bland. She's pretty much in like a debt cycle. It's just a mess. She's like, yeah, fuck it. I'll get married.
Yeah,
fuck it.
Just like, hey, will you come up to... It's crazy. It would have been so funny if that guy just then decided not to pursue anything, but just went, can you replace her?
Yeah.
And then they just did that. And then didn't. He was like, and you know what? I'll just trust she ran away.
Yeah. And then Erica's like, you know what? I'm going to kill you, Julian. I like this life. Because Erica starts...
Oh, that'd be enthralling. I bet that's what happens in the Mark Twain one.
Oh, it's fascinating.
Nah, who are we kidding? This is precisely it. This is precise. Word for word. Song for song, lyric for lyric.
Barbie for Barbie.
Martin Short's even described in the book. He goes, Primoger, played by Martin Short. And as you're reading the book, you go, oh, Mark Twain was so good at detailing.
Okay, so Erica's living it up. She's like, you know what? Being rich is mad. And I don't think the film even goes, sometimes there's negatives to it. Nope, it's all good. All good. Being rich is nice. Annalise finally getting a taste of her own medicine. She's in this like shitty shack with the two oafs. Not a good situation.
Oh, so bad. Like it just like one of those things where you go, this situation's uncomfortable. I don't like this at all. Unless it's like a knock at the cabin-esque situations unfolding. That's going to be too niche of a reference. I'm going to backtrack that.
My Club Penguin thing's staying in, so you can keep that in if you want.
All right, if you saw Knock at the Cabin, reach out to us at askwwtpodcast@gmail.com.
The two oafs are doing their stuff. They won't let Annalise out. Luckily, Serafina, the white cat, is like, I'm going to save my owner.
These cats do all the heavy lifting for every problem.
So much heavy lifting. Although we just said they do a lot of heavy lifting. The cat enlists a mopey French horse. I don't know its name.
I don't know the name either, but anytime the horse is on screen, 5 stars. This horse is the horse is on screen for a beat too long every time. Every time. And I just was like, what a choice.
Every line, because the film's okay, but every line this horse says, it goes, I don't know, And then we'll stay on. You're right. Every scene is just slightly off, and even the cat's a bit like, just fling me onto the roof.
It's like that they decided the horse was going to have a live in studio laugh track, and thus needed to have pauses, but only the horse, and then they didn't do the laugh track.
I like to think they had an English speaker, someone that spoke English, and were like, they're gonna nail it. And then the French guy rocked up. He's like, this English person spoke quite slowly. I'm just gonna sort of speed it up.
Oh, there's
And
no
they
way
didn't.
a French guy is this horse. It's absolutely, I don't know, someone of like a Swiss man doing a French accent or something. Like there's definitely not an air of authenticity to the horse.
It's such like, I feel like all the, like, every character is like a caricature, but like, just so odd. It's like, why did you even go down this route?
Just
He's very mopey as well.
oh,
Is he working with the oafs?
I don't know. Whose horse is this?
I don't know. I think it's one of the oafs. But I don't know why the horse is like, yeah, I'll help you.
I know. It's also crazy because you know the horse every scene has just finished a cigarette. you can just tell.
You can hear, you can see him sort of like ashing with his hoof.
And what an image! Especially because the horse looks so tired.
Oh, so
like it's so
they've
tired.
given him like not bags, but he definitely looks like a bit. He's seen war. He's seen war.
Every time you see the horse, they have just finished a cigarette and are about to have a delicious little espresso. Like
They need a pick me up. They need a pick me up.
Absolutely. The horse is like this big booty as well. That's like, I'll bounce you to the top of the castle. Boop.
The little Serafina, the cat, falls down the chimney. She makes I guess it's a joke. She's like, "Don't look at me," when she's covered in soot.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's that?
I just took note and looked away.
Yeah, me too.
I listened. I said, if she doesn't want me to look at her, I respect that, and at least I'm looking away.
Okay, we haven't mentioned it, but essentially...
What haven't we mentioned yet? This movie's so dense.
It's so dense. We haven't mentioned it yet, but the ambassador to the other kingdom...
Oh, this guy.
King Dominic has been coming up to show the queen, like, hey, you're gonna marry this guy, and... I know we're adults, so I can't really criticize the movie, but there's just a guy next to the ambassador who's so attractive, and he doesn't have a line, and every time the camera just holding him a bit too long. That's the King Dominic. Anyway.
What are you trying to say? He's really attractive.
No. Just he's do you not know the twist? Like, he's pretending to be an ambassador.
What?
Do you not know that?
What do you mean?
I'm saying there's the little gross ambassador who's kind of ugly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's just his pal, right?
Yeah.
That's the king.
Yeah. Don't they know that?
No, it's revealed halfway through the movie, guess what?
Oh,
It
I
was
missed
me.
that completely.
Yeah,
Oh.
because it's beyond obvious. You're assuming...
I feel ashamed. I'm gonna have to go for a rewatch.
No.
I'm gonna have to go put it on pause. It's clear I missed a lot. Because I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to like it at all.
Yeah.
Maybe I do like it. I don't know. So yeah, I missed this. So you're saying the little guy,
The little ambassador...
yeah, the little pudgy old ambassador. He's saying he's the king, but he's really an ambassador.
He is an ambassador.
Yes, but he's
Yes.
pretending to be the king.
The guy next to him.
He's the king.
He's the king.
Yeah. So what's the twist then?
They were like... he was pretending to be, his servant.
Yeah, wait, what? No, so you mean, but he's the tall, attractive one's
Yes,
the king.
yes.
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 And so you're saying the twist is he's not the king.
No. Reverse it. So
they walk in there,
They walk
the
in
little
there,
guy
is
is
meant to
like,
be-
I'm the king.
Yeah, no. The little guy walks in. He's like, hey, I'm the ambassador. This is my assistant. And he points to the tall, attractive king man. And then halfway through the movie, the king goes, hey, guess what? I'm not an assistant. I'm actually the king.
Right, okay. Right,
But
I get you.
but-
so I thought you were saying as to find out what she's like, they were like, let's pretend the repulsive man is
No.
the king.
There was never any time that he would be
So
considered.
he's still. So their belief is that an ambassador and the ambassador's assistant rocked up to the kingdom, kingless, to see the princess.
Yes.
Anyone would have seen through this plan.
Oh, 100%. Anyway,
Anyone.
Primer just sniffs it out, okay? He's like, Annalise is with my oafs. Who the fuck is this girl? I know I've captured her.
Primer just flat out like, I know a king anywhere, and that attractive hunk of spunk, he's the king.
I've got to sabotage this thing. So he's like, all right, fuck this.
He's like, my plan's changing. I want to end up with that king. They bring in the pauper,
Yes.
dressed as the princess.
Yes.
She is absolutely terrible. I wouldn't buy it for a second. Anyone would look through it.
Yeah.
She walks in and is like, it's me, the princess. It's like, no,
Her mum's
it's not.
like, ugh, I missed you, darling.
Oh
Come
my
here.
god, you got more confident
Oh my
overnight.
god, good for you, huh? Good for you.
Snaps.
Primage is like freaking out. He's like, oh, who the fuck is this girl, huh?
Primage is like, what's going on?
I kidnapped somebody. My oath's kidnapped somebody. I'm not sure who, but they've kidnapped a female. It's not good for them, huh?
It's like, this isn't good if we've kidnapped more females than we need to. So he goes straight to where they're holding her hostage.
Yes.
Now, did we see the scene where she escapes?
The cat helps. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
okay,
that-
anyway, so they get there.
Yeah.
The oafs are like, nah, she's still here, man. They walk in, one of the oafs, dressed as a woman, lays in bed and is like, it's me, I'm the princess. Big laugh?
Belly laugh.
Big belly laugh?
Belly laugh.
Big grab? You were
Big-
like, ho, ho, ho!
Yeah, it was. Whew, wow, cinema. Primage is pissed. Fair enough.
Did you not actually laugh?
I told you it was a belly laugh.
Oh, okay. I genuinely laughed.
Oh, really? that got you.
It caught me off guard. And I thought, how silly.
So far, I think no one's convinced you, and yet you've turned yourself on yourself. That so far the film's great for you.
It just happened occasionally. Sometimes it worked. It doesn't work a lot of the times, but sometimes it worked a little, but not a lot.
Primage is like, shit. Where's that mopey horse? Where'd she go? Where's Annalise? So then they find Annalise, but then also Julian's there, and they're like, right, fuck this shit. We're pretty much gonna kill you guys. To the mines. To the mine jail.
This
Mine
was
jail.
this was harsh.
This was harsh.
Yeah, so they take him to the mine jail and they just knock it
They
down.
just knocked down a load-bearing mine shaft. Rocks tumble in. They're dead.
Yeah,
You know?
they should absolutely be dead. So, I mean, they should just suffocate as well down there, I assume.
It's crazy. And again, Julian, I think, understands the situation. Annalise is like, nothing bad has
Well,
ever
she's
happened.
never been in that situation before.
No one's ever been, she's never been caught in a mine. Julian's a pro at this shit.
It
He
is-
knows that you've got 3, maybe 4 hours until there's no oxygen.
It is funny because Annalise's journey is she escapes kidnapping.
Yes.
Then she's like, take me to the queen, I'm the princess.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, no, you look poor as hell.
Yeah.
Get to the town. And then that woman's just like, get back to work. And it's like, and then from there she gets kidnapped again and taken to a mine to die.
Yeah.
Really just what a closed circle.
It's if anything, she just gets like a little tour of poverty. Just like, wow, this does suck. I'm gonna go back to being rich like that.
Oh, absolutely. She's like, God, I'm going to have to try and find something down on that mine to save us last minute because I cannot handle this lifestyle.
Let me hit you with all the characters. We've got Julian and Annalise in the mine. We've got Primager back at the castle. Now Erica's like, how good is being rich? Shit.
She's living it up.
She's living up.
I hate the worst song is when the cat is just like, hey, you having a bath? And she's like, hells yeah, I'm having a bath. Bath time is my sweet perfection. And I was like, oh, anything triggers this goddamn song. It's like, and then you know what? The king falls in love with her through the song.
Oh, not happy about that at all. But hey,
Hated it.
Hated it a lot.
I think what confused me is it's not like there was a musical spell. You know when you're like, oh, the music's sort of happening and everyone's getting involved, but people hear the song play
This
out.
is like Mamma Mia rules, you know?
But then they reply in person. It's like at the beginning she's like, oh, how I wish I didn't have to marry a prince. And then the mom comes in and is like, stop singing, you've got to marry a prince, you bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, okay, so you don't join in on the singing, then she continues, but then you reply like,
There's no rules, okay?
Yeah,
Guess what?
it just felt-
It's I don't want to say padding, but
It's definitely padding.
Yeah.
I think they knew that they needed to hit 85 minutes, and the way to pad it out was to do extra shots of that horse for no reason.
But my god, you know what? Like, if there was an 85-minute like movie of just like random various shots of this horse kind of smoking, 5 stars on Letterboxd.
What's the horse up to? I would love it if somebody weaved this into like a black and white French short film about a horse just navigating this plot. Oh, I'd love it. Because he has
The horse is just around with the oafs, kind
Yeah.
of out the side of most of the action.
Why is everyone British and the horse French?
I don't know.
Is it a kidnapped French horse?
I think it's like a dig at like Frenchmen, just like, you know what, all of them are horses. Even the oafs are going to be English, but the French are horses.
It is. It's just bizarre, considering there's like Americans in it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, what's Martin Short doing? Is he sort of being British?
I think he's nailing it. Whatever he's doing, he has like captured that like essence of like a nosy aristocrat that's so evil. Like, I think it's the best voice acting of like that vibe, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like if he was in like The Favorite, he would fit in like that. you
Yeah,
know?
I think you're right.
Yeah. Primage is like, right, I've already kidnapped
Yeah.
fucking twice.
He's like,
Who the hell is Erica? What is she doing here?
yeah.
Guards, check her. She's an imposter.
So they take her away. He's like, this is the new plan now.
Yeah.
I'm going to marry the queen. Besides, the queen's quite handsome. That's how he describes her.
He does. He pivots. He pivots real good.
He's great with a pivot.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's so respectable about Primager.
He's like,
He's
right,
quick with a prim and quick
try
with
to-
a pivot.
Try to try to fuck Annalise. Couldn't do it. She's in the mine shaft, rotting away. I'm gonna bang her mum for the gold. Even though he has the gold, he just wants to be king. He wants to be king.
Primager's definitely, now that you mention it, definitely giving off addicted to cocaine energy.
Oh, he has got so much gold and yet he can't get the cocaine. That's
Oh,
the thing.
absolutely. It's definitely one of those things where he's like, oh, what? I'm going to the bathroom, see what's going to happen over here. Oh, what? We kidnapped that woman, put her in the mines.
He's
Oh, I'm
wearing
going
a
back to
lot
the
of
bathroom.
white face like paint. And
Yeah.
It's just coke. It's just coke residue.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah. But what a performance!
Oh.
You know, you need it for this character.
Absolutely. I like to think Martin was in, he was doing it in the recording booth, sniffing it right off the mic. All right, we now get to what I think is one of the best proposal scenes
Yes.
ever committed to film. we have Martin Short walks in,
Yeah.
starts singing to the Queen, and is like, "Marry me, I'm rich." Consistently just repeats, "How can you refuse?
Yeah.
How can you refuse? How can you refuse?" The Queen, so disgruntled, has also just found out her daughter's dead.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Her dead, and she's been living with an imposter,
Yeah.
like in her house.
So she's just
she's a wreck, but she doesn't.
shattered.
She's trying to keep the kingdom afloat.
Yeah, she's got to do it. She's been swindled.
Yeah.
So she's like, no, I owe the 6 people down there my life.
Well, we lost 2 of them technically, so I guess there's like 4. Pretty much just 1. So we've got 3. Does that horse count as a population? I don't know.
Got to do it for the French horse. She doesn't even look at him. She just puts out her hand, looks away. He puts the ring on, cackles. Like, you would just know at that point, like, I've made a terrible mistake.
What proposal ends in a cackle? That is a bad.
Isn't that
That's sowing the seeds for a bad
huge?
marriage.
I would have loved, if I had known that you could cackle after a proposal, I absolutely would have done that with mine. Like, I think it would have been so funny when I asked the question to have just cackled. Like, it would infinitely make it more just like, will you marry me?
They haven't agreed yet. You start the cackle. You pre-cackle. You can't
Gotta
pre-cackle.
do it.
You got post-cackle. You got post-cackle.
Honestly, huge green flag if they can't even look you in the eye when you put the ring on them.
Before, so now they're like, all right, shit, we need a wedding. Now Erica's in
Jail?
the dungeons. She's in
Yeah.
the dungeons.
Yeah.
Okay, Julian and Annalise are in the mine still. It's filling up with water. Wolfie, the cat, and Serafina, the cat, and the mopey horse, we don't know his name yet, are like, we've got to rescue these guys. Their story is they smell a hole and dig there. I don't know what. I don't pretend to know how this horse operates, but I assume this was a thing he can do.
He's like, Sacre bleu, there is a hole over there.
Annalise and Julian are like, fuck yeah, the weird horse has dug a hole. We can get out of here. So they're out. Now, Erica's like, man, I wish I was rich. Anyway, luckily for us, we've got the best. I don't know why I love this. Like, I don't know if it's even a cliche. I love an oafish guard sleeping next to the jail cell with such a large jangly keys like that. I love that so much. It happens a lot, and every time it pops up, it's a good thing.
I wrote that specific description down
Yeah.
on careers day of what I wanted to do when I was older. I want to be the sleepy man with the keys outside the jail cell.
What a profession. That is, you need dedication to that. You need to always be slightly sleepy. You need to blow little bubbles with your snot, so when you're sleeping.
It's like, they were like, job description, night guard, must be snoozy at all times. Don't change your sleeping patterns at all. Must sleep in the sense of me. Must have pants strong enough to hold big keys.
But a belt loose enough that it could fall down if need be. Now,
Easily rubbable.
yeah, BYO big ring. You need a bunch of other keys as well. We don't know what they do, just get a bunch of keys, okay?
I love BYO big ring.
Oh,
like
yeah.
in the job interview, like, do you guys supply the ring? No, you need to bring your own.
It is tax deductible, though.
I'll take myself out of the running then. I don't have that big of a ring. I apologize. I'm snoozy though. So if, you can't find somebody else, I'm your man. Supply me the ring though. They've gone, no, we're out of gold. There's no way we're supplying you a fucking ring.
Claim it on tax next financial year. Maybe when we get the gold. At the moment,
Maybe. Just fucking hope for a wing and a prayer that there's crystal down there too that they haven't found.
Now, she gets out because, of course, the guard's oafish and he's snoozing.
He's snoozing.
He's meing. So,
He's and he's got big keys.
Okay. So they're all out, okay?
Do you reckon this guy got beheaded?
Oh, yeah. But I think, drawn and quartered by that one. I assume the horse has 4 mopey friends, and their job is just to pull him apart.
I wonder if they don't mind.
A
They're
horse?
just like, no, if they're just like, she escaped and they're like, what can we do about it? We put in our job description snoozy and big keys.
They're asking for it. I mean, that's I think that's just like the cycle of this jail system. They're like, it's fine. They get out. We capture them. It gives the guards something to do.
Oh, it
They're
does.
capturing people.
I just assume because they've only got at this stage a population of 3.
Yeah.
They can't have them all in jail.
No, they got the guard. They got 1 in jail. You need someone to be pretty much. She needs to get out of jail. So then the guard, who's the only person left in the village, to capture her and put her back in jail.
God, the loneliest man. It's like, what does he do at night? Does he go home to a family? Because when we see the royal wedding, it's sad.
It's a desolate place. There's 3 lawn chairs and that's it.
Oh my god. It's like what you would throw in the backyard of your little apartment in maybe not. Maybe no.
I'll bleep that last bit. That'll be funny. Beep. Just,
no. What Sydney suburb did I say?
It's now what do you call it? The red wedding, the Connor's wedding of Barbie.
It'd be crazy if they came in guns blazing, killed a bunch of people.
The cat's mauling.
Oh.
Now, here's the setup. The oafs are pretty much like the ring bearers. The queen's like, he keeps cackling. I do not want to fuck Primoger. I know for a fact when he comes, he's gonna cackle, and it's not gonna be nice.
He's never not cackling. But here's the thing: he'd be dead silent during a stand-up set. You couldn't rely on him for some audience play. He's not giving good banter.
What a dick! It seems like you had a bad night at comedy. Just I invited you, Oscar, and you didn't cackle. You're known for a cackle, and you left me down.
This was me at my stand-up. Oh, a lot of fucking primagers in here tonight. I can see.
Oh, you guys haven't seen that movie? Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Cat dog, huh? Anyone? No? Alright.
This is what's wrong with the woke. Just
Look at you bunch of paupers.
Princess up here, paupers down there.
Get angry at me because I'm a little princess. Why don't some of you swap with my life and see how you like it then?
The mopey horse. Primoger jumps on the mopey horse. The 2 oafs, I think, get
tripped.
They get tripped.
Each princess is trip.
I don't know who's editing this one, but we need to edit in the sound that the sound makes the trips. Because I'm pretty sure it's like they just looked up oaf sounds and they were like, that'll do. Oh, whoa! Like a slide whistle. Yeah. It's fun. Yeah, pretty much that. Primoger jumps on the French horse. This cannot go well.
The French horse is like, I do not run when I feel like running.
But I've got such slow lungs. the tar fills them.
I am already out of breath, but God, I am attractive. tired and hyped on caffeine.
He just-
I have not done a solid poop in a year.
He swings back around with Primoger on the back. It's a weird... I don't know if he had like a turn of heart. It was like a double agent. But anyway, Primoger's back.
I don't know what happens to Primoger. I like to think he died.
I like to think they really kill him.
Yeah.
And like in a gruesome way. You know, medieval shit. Like hang him upside down a cross and just nail his like teeth together, you know?
Yeah.
Not good shit.
Just, yeah. I like to imagine a stoning.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you know it would be slow death because there's only 7 people casting them.
Oh, exactly. And 2 of them are cats. So, you know, it's going to be a slow death. It's more of a starvation.
Let's get to what I think is just an insane, what is it, epilogue. We get to this epilogue that's like, this is every future of every character, big or small. I was like, oh my god, we're seeing like a lot, which is like... My absolute favorite thing was Dominic is like, hey, do you love me, Erica? And she's like, nah, I'm seeing the world.
Oh.
Later, skater.
This was crazy.
I thought that was beautiful.
I thought it was beautiful too until
They walk it back.
The next scene, they're like, hey, guess what? Freedom is overrated. I want to settle.
The line is like, sometimes leaving means staying.
Yeah, sometimes
like, boo.
sometimes give up on your dreams. You run out of money because guess what? That happens, huh?
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, yes, Dominic is a hot piece of ass, but you deserve to travel, Erica. You deserve to
Why
see
did
that
they
world.
insert that? Why would they like give her hope? Hey, guess what? We're taking it away at the end.
It's like she got afraid the moment she left the kingdom. They were like, Erica thought she could get independence, but didn't and needed Dominic.
In fairness, they have not rendered the outside of the castle, so it's just a barren wasteland of
absolutely.
nothing.
It's the same render as the Rapunzel one.
Yeah. One of the bakers is the same people in there.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, the
I'm not
assets are the
surprised.
same.
All the oaths look identical.
I'm pretty sure the kids were all the same.
The kids looked identical. I
Yeah.
went, ugh, they're back.
They are gross, aren't they?
It was like I got triggered back to when those children were having their little subplot in Rapunzel, and I went, yuck. These designs.
They need to burn them. They need to burn them.
They absolutely need to burn them. No, so I reckon they did Erica's character dirty. She
Real
deserved
dirty.
to travel.
She did. She deserved it. Just take. I know it's a kids' film, but take Dominic. But she was
Yeah,
like,
Dominic can just go on the train.
Yeah.
He's rich.
yeah.
You know what? It's like, why doesn't he just like leave? The Queen can look after this one, and then he can just appoint somebody else, like the Annalise, to look after
Well,
his
he was
kingdom.
doing this bullshit with his ambassador for the whole, like, what's the trip? Like, 3-day trip?
Oh.
His kingdom's been left over because he's doing a little hijinks.
He's a bad king.
Bad king.
But also like a bad person for
Yeah.
forcing Erica to stay.
Oh, yeah, not good, not good.
Also, doesn't she want to be a singer? It's like she also had to give up not only on like her like enjoyment of travel, but her dreams.
Her dreams.
Oh,
Fuck this guy,
oh,
huh?
Dominic's the worst.
Worst.
Fuck that dude.
Julian and Annalise get together. Annalise is like, money, huh? And Julian just does not understand the world. But good for Julian. He's a little sugar daddy, a little sugar mummy. There we go.
Julian's like, "Do we get to move into the castle?" And she's like, "No, you stay in your room,
You stay in your room.
down in the
I
have-nots."
will not be visiting. It is smelly down there.
It is. I will send you letters occasionally via French horse. He will have sooted all over them with his cigarette
Oh
burns.
god, it's so many burn marks, but god, he's hot. Now, they also decides to finish on, hey, guess what? Those cats, they fucked a lot.
Oh my god, they were like, and they had so many kittens. It pans out to like 40 kittens.
40 kittens.
I just went, that's like a hint to this town getting overrun by cats.
Well, I mean, there's like 7 cats to every person now, so it's just an absolute nightmare.
Just like one of those things where if it's like that they weren't sure as to how they got out of their financial issues, is whether they found crystals in the mine or they just started like selling cats.
Selling cats is an entire economy. Like a coffee, 3 cats.
Each
There's
cat lasts 9 lifetimes.
Yeah, there's hyperinflation. The crystals, what happened to all the gold? I don't
I don't know what happened to the gold, but it's also like there's so much crystal, I don't know how nobody saw it.
Yeah.
Like, what'd they do? Just, like, they're like, look
It's
at all
a shit mine.
They brought so much crystal
I'm
out.
convinced it was just the 2 oafs that were miners. There's no one else to be in this town to be miners.
Yeah. So who'd they get? Who'd they get to do this?
I don't know.
I don't know. We also find out the dressmaker loses her business.
Yeah, this felt a little bit cruel.
Yeah, it actually made me a bit sad.
I feel like Miss Carp, although was like a bit of a cunt, like she was just trying to get her business on, and I'm sure Erica's parents took out like a risky loan and did not pay her back. fuck it.
It's
you know?
like it's like no offense to Erica, but like you had a debt to pay.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, no. Listen. here's
but
the
hang
thing.
on, no, because doesn't she say that she gets paid out her debt anyway?
Yeah,
But then the business closes?
it closes because she hasn't got slave labor essentially.
I guess not. They can't afford for that business to close because that's another person gone from the from the population. They're down to like
6.
2.
They got 2.
And everyone will be living at the castle and they're just going to be like, nobody's
That's why
doing
Erica.
anything.
That's why Erica couldn't travel. They're like, we've got 4 people here. You need a kingdom. Come back.
It's crazy.
Crazy
So-
they never met either.
I know.
Crazy in a population of 12. There was like, surely they'd run into each other.
I know. Just weird. The we get a double wedding. Like cool, but
We've
also
touched on it. They're swinging. They're touching.
it's
each other.
definitely swingers.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It was weird that they were like everyone got married and found their soulmate.
Yeah.
The cats, the horse found a soulmate.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, good for the horse. I was rooting for him.
Oh,
but
who wasn't?
Again, they linger on him for just a while. Just a
And his
while.
wife's just a bit. I don't know. They've not. They because they didn't have to use her asset throughout the movie. They did not give a shit.
Yeah.
She's a bit lumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Just an odd looking horse.
Yeah.
You know.
It's also like they never answer the question as to why the cat's a dog or the dog's a cat.
I thought it was like a powerful statement on like I don't know acceptance, but then the film was like, I think it's an acceptance thing. I think it was powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Sure.
The film ends,
Yeah.
and listen, this might be a god tier. They have a blooper reel.
Oh my god, I got so excited about the blooper reel.
this
I will
shit-
give the movie that. I love those Toy Story 2
I
bloopers.
fucking love
so
those
I was like,
bloopers.
fuck yes, another movie doing this? Fuck yeah.
They give some really good ones. One, the cat, Serafina, when she has to get flung up by that French horse, they're using a crash test.
I know,
dummy.
they've got...
That's a really.
It's the best one.
That's the best one.
It is the best one.
They really. I think they're waste premature. I think just him being like self-obsessed. I feel like you should have Martin like short, just go fucking ham. Just,
So
like,
they should just let him like full on Robin Williams, just like go
Yeah.
intense on the booth.
Yeah.
Just say like, or like just start swearing. They can bleep you out.
Yeah.
Make this the first M Barbie
Yeah.
just on the bloopers at the end.
Yeah.
It confused me because I was like, are they acting?
Well, that was the thing, because like some of these like people that were like, I'm not doing my character. Then some of them were their characters.
So Primoger
Like,
is his character.
yeah, because
Is what they're saying.
Yes, and the oaths were kind of stupid as
Yeah.
well. But then like Barbie at one point was like, oh, hang on, I've got a phone call. Like she
Yeah.
breaks character.
Yeah. And then it also says, hey, this took place in a modern day.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. So it's flat out like, this was filmed in 2004 to be a period piece.
Yeah.
So, but you know what I then realized?
Hmm.
Because I was like, oh, it's probably not the movie's fault for breaking continuity. It's probably just in the book.
Oh,
Like, Mark Twain ends
Mark
on
Twain,
bloopers all the
he
time.
always does.
He always does this.
It was very odd at the time. Not many people really understood what he was doing, but I mean, very forward thinking of him, really.
Oh, absolutely.
To understand not only the medium of film, but to understand that during the filming, you would make mistakes, and then you would add those at the end for the amusement of people as kind of little nods to his behind the scenes.
It's funny because in
Really
book form,
clever.
it's just the list of words he spelt wrong.
Yeah.
He's like, look at all the mistakes I made along
They're
the way.
not typos. They're just typos.
Yeah.
No bloopers.
They're just other drafts.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Yeah, that's the movie.
I mean, listen, I get the vibe. I get it. You know? Fuck yeah. I'm upset. I wouldn't watch this again alone. This was a bit of a sad watch by myself. But my God, I get the vibe, you know, Carl. Carl, have you come back around to it?
No.
Tragic.
This is better.
Mm.
Like, it's intensely better. Double the quality, I would say.
Yeah.
But that's still not good for me.
Oh, the bar was on the floor. Dare I say, like below the carpet, like stained.
Yeah.
And now it's on the carpet.
Like, I got a little bit of enjoyment. I got a little bit of enjoyment out of this occasionally. Like, Primoger, you know, he was just incredible.
He was incredible.
Like, I loved
again,
him.
we've not talked about him much because you have to see the film to
He's
see
just
his essence.
really, really powerful. I think that there should have been like a Mardi Gras float for him.
Yeah.
And I think it's a wasted opportunity now that we've just done World Pride that
Yeah.
he wasn't a part of it.
It's odd. And
Yeah.
crazy, it was 2004. So they've had like 17,
So
18
forward-thinking.
years.
They had
like,
so much time to plan.
Yeah.
So much time to plan. Ugh. But I don't know. Again, maybe it was just like a copyright thing with Mark Twain.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I definitely didn't enjoy it at all. But there's a few glimmers. Some glimmers of hope in there. I don't know if I could do another. I don't.
Email
what's your
ask
look? No,
WWWT podcast if you want some more Barbie.
think
Huh?
so.
Want a bit more Barbie.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I've had my Barbie fill. I think I'm
but
good.
They're an hour 20. I feel like you're forgetting that. It's the longest
Yes,
hour
but
20.
Oscar, they feel so long, so much longer. They feel a lifetime. Like it. Yeah. Just what a crazy. I think I would enjoy it more. I really was enjoying the message of Erica being like, "No, Dominic, I've got to go travel," and then was really deflated.
It's odd. It's a cruel thing for them to do.
So I thought that was rough and mean and unnecessary, which was a shame because I was all for Erica, all for Erica becoming her own independent woman. But then I love double weddings, so what was I to do? Yeah. Look, are we in the segment or not?
No, we're not in the Who Would Watch This segment yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts. Not good, but better.
Carl, who would watch Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper?
I still don't know.
I can
Children, obviously.
But like, here's the thing: there's a lot of these like Barbie films that I think people are like, those are for kids. This is the one that people are like, this shit fucking slaps.
Well,
people are revisiting this one.
Why though? It's like it
think
has like an adult sense of humor.
I don't know. I feel like, honestly, every time Primage is on screen, genuinely, and I'm not shitting you, we didn't talk about it much, whenever the poodle opens his mouth, I was laughing. That is the fucking funniest accent to give that dog. It's so odd. It's such an odd choice. I think it's got this beautiful, like, blend of nostalgia, a bit of, like, it's so bad it's good, and then there's also just, like, bits of it that actually do work. It's all come together.
It does. It made me like yearn for like that 2004 sort of concept with its straight to DVD films. Because it's like what is released straight to DVD on Netflix now does not feel nostalgic.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like you could be because the effort. I will throw that. I feel like more effort went into writing these ones than they do now for, whatever the equivalent is. Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This feels very hoodwinked to me, and I've got very, like, fond
Shut up.
memories. This is very hoodwinked-esque. So
Red is blue. Should we do Hoodwinked?
Oh, what would we say? That's negative. That's the problem.
We can do Hoodwinked 2.
I'd do hoodwinked too.
Is that the Jack and Jill one?
I think so, yeah.
Or Jack and the Beanstalk? I can't remember. It's a big blend. Big old blend. We could do Hoodwinked 2.
It's a good, I see what, like, it's all come together, and I can see why people are like, this is fucking fantastic. I don't think they're genuine, but I get what I get it, I get the vibe.
Yeah, I don't.
Really?
No, I don't see it.
I don't know how, okay, here's the thing. If you watch this alone, you're insane, but...
Which I assume we both did.
We both did, yes. And there you go. But if you watch this with like 5 people drunk, my God. If you've all watched it younger, should we fucking put that on? I get it.
I'd maybe watch it again if I was drinking.
I don't think we've ever gone to that well. If you're intoxicated, this shit slaps.
But we don't know. I can't say with a whole heart.
Oh,
that is Who Would Watch It.
150 episodes, you've been in whole heart in this, have you? You in whole heart?
Have you not? What do you mean, Oscar? What are you talking about? I take the Who Would Watch This bit of the podcast very seriously. I work it out in advance. I don't wing it in the moment.
I kind of I can't even lie. said to myself, I should try and jot down a rough idea. I've never done it.
Oh, the worst part of the podcast is this. Like, the
It's
concept...
the hook, and it's a loose hook that does not pay off.
Such a loose hook. So loose. Who would watch this? The people that wrote in for us to review it. And I guess the, hundreds of thousands of people that think it's a classic. Like, it's on Stan. There's got to be a demand for it. Did you watch it on Stan?
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I was over the moon. I was like, please don't make me buy this. It's almost in the Letterboxd top 100, though.
Yeah, I know. It's got 3.9, which is... Sure.
I don't think,
I might give it a 5 just because of that, to be honest. I would love to see it in the Letterboxd top 250.
Letterboxd is trying to combat the Spider-Man people, and the Barbie people come fucking flying out of the
flying up into the wind. Yeah. Oh, huge. Wow. Are the modern ones good?
I don't think the modern ones are good. Here's the thing. These ones are old enough that adults can now tell us. If a 5-year-old tells me to go watch a Barbie film, fuck that. I'm not... Why? That's not an authority. People and adults go, you gotta check that out. That's the problem.
I will do another, but I need to be informed why.
Listen, I get why this is the top tier one. You're gonna hate Swan Lake. Once you go back, once you see this, you can't go back. I will admit that.
Is there a list? So the next best one to this one's meant to be Barbie in the 12 Dancing Princesses.
I think people have mentioned that one.
Have they?
Yeah.
It's a different director. I don't know if I would go outside my comfort zone.
Oh, that's fair enough.
There's one with Pegasus. Big for Pegasus.
Big
for Pegasus.
Good for them, huh? Good for them.
Oof. It's crazy how many of our close friends have reviewed these.
Oh yeah, and quite well.
Oh, quite well.
Oh, listen, this was a 3.5.
Yeah.
There's not just a joke 5. It's listen, this one has merits, but it's more a 4. You know, it just doesn't capture that real essence of Princess and the Pauper.
Wow, what a time. I can truthfully say my opinion on this has not changed.
Carl, what are we doing next week?
We are checking in to a room.
That's clever.
That is a hotel for dogs.
Oh, cats or dogs.
That's right. We're doing Hotel for Dogs, the Don Cheadle classic.
What a pull that he's in. Is he in this? Even in Hotel Rwanda.
Oh, mate. No, he's in this. Is he? I think he's in this. That's such an L on me if I'm getting Hotel Rwanda and Hotel for Dogs confused.
Don Cheadle is in both.
Don Cheadle's in both?
He's a big hotel man.
He loves hotel. He was disappointed he did not get into the Marigold Hotel films. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, thank you for listening.
Thank you.